Alright, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Jay Jules, and here I am at the BYD Studios, where we do podcasts, artist content, anything like that. But today I'm going to show you how I set up our switchboard with the cameras and the lights, just so, I don't know, if you come here and I'm not here, you know exactly what to do. So, first off, we're going to put these lights out, alright? They're two lights, nothing crazy, just put them in the room, like one right here, one over there, based on, our basic setup. So here are our lights. As you can see, we have these NAND lights. They're really great. FS150s. So this one I'm gonna put on the other side of the room. This one I'm gonna leave on this side. All right. Simply plug it in over here in the corner. That's ready to go. I turn it horizontal to get more space of light. All right. And this one basically handles that whole side of the room. And then this I will plug in somewhere over here. You plug in this light. Right, there we go. Oh, come on now, ma'am. Just, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to sit up for me. All right. All right. I think she's good. All right. What we're gonna do now is set up our table. So our table is right over here. So this is our table. This is where I'm gonna place all the equipment we'll be using. So what we do have is our display over there. We have the Rodecaster, all right? That's how we're gonna capture our audio. The A10 Mini Pro ISO. That's how we're gonna capture our video. And we have a bunch of HDMI cords, some for the cameras, and some for the display monitor and the TV. Now this blue one right here, I'm going to connect to the big TV. So let's go do that. So I'm just going to take this and place it in HDMI, let's use 3. Let's use HDMI 3. All right, and now we got our HDMI cord, and we will see how we connect that a little later. Back to our table. So we got our Rodecaster and the A10 switcher. We have our power. We're going to connect up power for the switcher. Plug that in to the back in the power area. Screw it on nice and tight. Plug this in the back. Power jack. So this is what the power cord for the monitor looks like. Oh, this is our audio cable. So we got 2/4 inches and we got our small ones. So the small part goes into our A10 switcher, and these big ones go in behind the Rodecaster. Go one in L, one in R. So on the back here, mic 2, mic 1, we're gonna place that. Place these in. Boom, simple like that. Now you can just tuck this, make it a little cleaner, boom, nice. Now this thing, it's a HDMI 2.0 splitter. All right, so we're gonna use this to split between our monitor here and the TV. Now also, for when we are doing the audio, we're gonna make sure we have headphones. We'll take our headphones, unwrap it, and we will plug this into the back of our Rodecaster and port water. So now we're going to plug in our power to our multiple devices. So I need extra space, so I'm going to plug this on there. God. Switcher. We need our cameras. Our cameras are on this side of the room right here, as you can see. We keep our batteries over here charging, so we're gonna move this plate here with our batteries and everything back by the table. All right, we're gonna go put these on a different charging station. All right, so now we're going to connect our cameras. So the cameras we have here are the Sony's We got Sony A7R III, and we got 2 of those and one A7S. All right. So first off, in the center, I always put the A7S. For some reason, it has more of a wider shot. So if I want to get a good wide, I use this one. All right. So I place that one here. Unfortunately, I get the bottoms fixed. It seems like they've been stripped, the screw part on the inside there, for whatever reason. But, you know, overuse. These are old, but they still work amazingly well. You keep a lot of the gear behind the couch. It's right here. Need to get an actual tripod though. Open up these legs. Box it. Now this one will be facing our guests, or our host, over here on this white chair, and vice versa for the other side. What we're going to do now is connect up our HDMI cords to our cameras. This is the shortest wire I have here, and this one is gonna go to my center angle, right? So I'm gonna place that one in camera 2. And I place them in ways so that when I'm on the switcher, it makes sense to who I'm going to switch to. So if it's somebody in the middle, I click 2. If it's somebody on my left, I click 1, you know, just so it makes sense and it's not confusing as you're switching between the people talking. Down, and it'll go opposite because the camera is shooting the opposite way, right? And then now put this one in as well. And back, like I said before, it goes opposite. So one goes across to that side. We have our small A7S batteries. I really do not like these things at all because they die so fast. They last maybe like 30 minutes or less. Like they go really fast. These A7R batteries, these big ones, they last for a good like hour or more. So you don't really have to worry about changing them while you're on a long shoot. So those are great. We got our splitter here. All right, so now we're gonna connect that, you power that on. So with the splitter, you gotta make sure you're placing the TV in either output 1 or output 2. I'll use this one to plug into the A10. You plug in one of the HDMI cords to the HDMI out, and you're gonna route that to the splitter. You're gonna put that into input 1, and then this last one right here will be put from output 2 into the monitor. Output 1 actually. And then we just turn on the cameras. Once everything gets turned on, you can see that we have on the TV screen what our switcher screen looks like. So you got the preview section, and then this is what is actually being shown on program. And then you have the 4 camera bottom, the 4 cameras, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're not using a 4th camera, but we're gonna be on 1, 2, and 3. On the bottom here is the ISO stop, right? So basically that shows, once I connect my hard drive to this, it'll show how much space is on my hard drive to be recorded on. What I'm using is the SSD Micron Crucial hard drive, solid state drive, right? So this one is really great. Got it for a great price for 6 terabytes. Not bad at all. Like, it's fast, it does its job. I'm looking forward to, you know, filling this thing up with as much work as possible. And, you know, it's great. So what you're gonna do with this is you're gonna plug this into the back of your ATEM switcher, right where it says USB out. So all the information that's going to be recorded from the cameras is going straight into our hard drive. Now, if you look at the screen up here, this is our screen that the switcher shows. That has our audio, the hard drive, how much space is on the hard drive. As you can see, it's just a little since it's brand new. And then we have our camera 1, 2, and 3, and then the program for what's actually going to be shown. Now the next thing you're going to need to record your audio, you're going to need a micro SD card, and you're going to plug that into the back of your Rodecaster. That's going to carry all of your audio, so that way you have a backup. So now I used this card already. I already did the shoot for it, did the audio, backed it up already. So now I'm going to format this card. So all you got to do is from the home page, click the card, which is red, and then just drag, slide, press yes to confirm that you want to erase anything. Make sure you are very careful and know that you want to erase what you want to erase. See, it'll ask you again, are you sure you would like to format this micro card? And I'm like, yes. So double, triple, quadruple check if you have to, because losing footage and audio is not good. I definitely have a bad story of losing footage, and it was horrible to get back. Like, I had to pay thousands of dollars just to retrieve footage. That was years ago, but it's easier now. I've been able to use a different program to retrieve footage easier, but going to somebody to get that done is like, my God, you don't want to do that. So double, triple, quadruple, whatever, check to make sure you don't lose your footage. Back up. I'm turning on all the cameras so you can see what it looks like on the switcher. All right, there we go. So we got all 3 cameras up, as you can see. And then on the switcher, I can switch to the different angles just like that. And that makes the editing process real quick and simple. You don't have to think too much. Once you start getting the hang of it, all you gotta do is just really listen to the conversation. So you eventually learn to understand and notice patterns when people are talking. Since I do music, it's I kind of recognize it as I listen to tones and deliveries, and I'm hearing when people talk. Everybody has a rhythm in speech. There's a rhythm in speech. There's a rhythm in everything. So when you listen for that, you'll notice when to make your switches and how to catch people during question moments, or moments where somebody might do a quick remark back or something funny, and stuff like that. It may get difficult when people start to get too excited and start talking over each other. But in that moment, try to find, the person who's probably like the main, you want to find the main reaction from, right? So look for that, and that'll help you kind of not be doing like a crazy glitch of cutting, of going back and forth to whoever's doing that and that, Just find the one person, or give them maybe 2 to 3 seconds, switch to another one, but don't do a cutting back and forth super fast, because then that looks very jumpy and not clean, when you're watching it. So that's basically it. We have our mics over here in the corner. Unravel this. Now when you're setting up the mic, make sure that it's not leaning. As you can see the legs here, make sure it's not leaning in this way. It's easier for it to fall over. Make sure it's leaning out over one of the legs. That way it gives it balance and keeps it from falling over on the guest. All right, we're gonna put up our light. All you gotta do is loosen up one of these knots here on the pole, lift it up, tight, then turn it on. Simple as that. So that's about it for now, y'all. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Once again, it's your boy Jay Jules. I hope you learned something valuable out of this. Definitely check out this channel for more tips on shooting, stuff like that, stuff of that nature. Yeah, I'm about to get into shooting this podcast, so hope to see you guys soon. Make sure to check out JYJWLZ on all streaming platforms. It's my music channel if you want to hear music. Make sure to check out SideQuest XP. That's SideQuest SYQES_XP. All right, so you can find gaming there. You got J Jules, JYJWLZ, my music channel. This channel, JWLR Brand Productions. That's my video, all my video work, stuff like that. I got more videos coming, stuff that I haven't released. That's just been sitting on my hard drive, but I recently started upgrading some new gear. I'm gonna talk about some of this gear too. So, yeah, here we are. So, yeah.